Hello all, I am Vijayendra Reddy, Current Affairs faculty. In today's video lecture, we will see some national current events that happened from December 21st to 31st of 2017. Lot of things happened as far as national arena is concerned, like Indian Economic Association holding its 100th annual conference, then Indian Science Congress venue being shifted from Hyderabad to Imphal, and some more things happened, and we will discuss all of these things today. But first we will go to some important persons who made news in the national arena. Vijay Rupani, the Chief Minister of Gujarat, has taken oath of office and secrecy once again for the second consecutive time on December 26th, 2017. In the recently concluded elections for Gujarat Assembly, BJP won 99 seats out of 182 seats and formed the government for one more time, whereas the opposition Congress has got 77 seats. So, after the announcement of the election results, Vijay Rupani became the Gujarat Chief Minister one more time, and he was administered the oath of office and secrecy by the Gujarat State Governor Om Prakash Kohli in Gandhinagar, the capital of Gujarat State, and Nitin Patel was sworn in as the Deputy Chief Minister of Gujarat State. Another new Chief Minister, his name is Jairam Thakur. In the recently concluded elections in Himachal Pradesh, out of 68, BJP won 44 seats. So, in the 68-member Himachal Pradesh Assembly, BJP bagged 44 and formed the government, whereas Congress could win only 21. In fact, till the other day, Himachal Pradesh was ruled by Congress. So, that means BJP has defeated, or BJP has ousted Congress from power, and 5-time MLA called Jairam Thakur became the new Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh on December 27th, 2017. And the oath of office and secrecy was administered to Jairam Thakur as the new Chief Minister of this hill state called Himachal Pradesh by the Governor of Himachal Pradesh, Acharya Devvrat. We will move to another BJP leader. His name is Vinay Sahasrabudhe. Vinay Sahasrabudhe is in fact BJP National Vice President and also Rajya Sabha member from Maharashtra state. He is in the news because the President of India, Ramnath Kovind, has appointed Vinay Sahasrabudhe as the new chief, or as the new president of ICCR, Indian Council for Cultural Relations. So, absolutely important for your exam. Who is the new chief, or who is the new president of ICCR, or Indian Council for Cultural Relations? It is veteran BJP leader Vinay Sahasrabudhe. He replaced Lokesh Chandra in December 2017. I will tell more about ICCR. This Indian Council for Cultural Relations is headquartered in New Delhi, and it was founded in the year 1950 by India's first Education Minister Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. So, this is also very, very important for your exam. They might ask you, who is the new president of ICCR? It is Vinay Sahasrabudhe, a BJP leader, or expand ICCR, Indian Council for Cultural Relations. Where is ICCR located? It is in New Delhi. And who started or who founded ICCR in 1950? It is India's first Education Minister, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. Then there is one more person called Dhirendra Pal Singh. He is a professor. So, Professor Dhirendra Pal Singh has been appointed as the new chairman of UGC, University Grants Commission, and he has been appointed as the chairman of UGC for a period of 5 years. So, UGC got a new chairman. His name is Dhirendra Pal Singh. Then another very interesting and important point that happened, during this period is Lok Sabha has passed the Triple Talaq Bill. triple talaq or instant divorce is practiced by some people in Muslim community, and the Lok Sabha has passed this bill called, I will read the bill, the Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Marriages Bill 2017. So, this triple talaq bill was passed on December 28, 2017 by the lower house of India's parliament, that is Lok Sabha, and this bill declares this triple talaq as illegal, and in fact it even criminalizes it with up to 3 years in jail for the husband. So, now the Lok Sabha has passed the bill. This bill will move to Rajya Sabha, and once Rajya Sabha also passes this bill, it will go to the President of India for his assent, so that this bill can become a law. And it should also be noted that on August 22nd of 2017, on August 22nd, 2017, Supreme Court has declared triple talaq as unconstitutional, and in fact Supreme Court has banned triple talaq in August 2017 itself, and now on December 28, 2017, Lok Sabha has passed this triple talaq bill, and it is giving even punishment of up to 3 years for the husband whoever does this or this instant divorce. Next we will see one very big economic association called Indian Economic Association, or IEA's 100th annual conference. This is absolutely important for your exam. This IEA or Indian Economic Association is India's largest and the oldest body of professional economists and policy makers. It was started in 1917 by C.J. Hamilton. That means in 2017 it celebrated its birth centenary, and more than 5,000 Indian economists and policy makers are members of this huge body called IEA, Indian Economic Association, and every year it conducts its annual conference. And this 100th annual conference of Indian Economic Association was held in December 2017 in Acharya Nagarjuna University in Guntur in Andhra Pradesh state. Absolutely important. Where was the Indian Economic Association's 100th annual conference held? It was held in Guntur, which is a town in Andhra Pradesh state. And this event was inaugurated by the President of India, Ramnath Kovind, at Acharya Nagarjuna University, Guntur, on December 27th, 2017, and the event was held for 4 days. The President of IEA is Dr. C. Rangarajan. So, Dr. C. Rangarajan is former RBI governor and also former Andhra Pradesh state governor. So, he is the president of the 100th annual conference of the Indian Economic Association. This meeting or this conference, there were many prominent speakers, including Muhammad Yunus. He is from Bangladesh and is considered as the father of microfinance, and he is the founder of Grameen Bank and Nobel Peace Prize winner. He is one of the prominent speakers in this IEA held in Guntur. Then Dr. Y. Venugopal Reddy, former RBI governor and the chairman of the 14th Finance Commission. Then Montek Singh Ahluwalia, former deputy chairman of the Planning Commission. Then Kaushik Basu, a very famous Indian economist. So, all these are the prominent speakers at the 100th annual conference of the Indian Economic Association. And one more very important point with regard to this 100th conference is IEA started one award called Kautilya Award, and this first ever Kautilya Award was presented by the Indian Economic Association to a very famous or very eminent educationist from Odisha state. His name is Achyuta Samanta. So, Achyuta Samanta was conferred the first ever Kautilya Award by the Indian Economic Association. Achyuta Samanta is the one who has founded two famous institutes in Bhubaneswar, Odisha state. One is KITT and other is KISS. KITT stands for Kalinga Institute of Industrial Technology, whereas KISS stands for Kalinga Institute of Social Sciences. Both are in Bhubaneswar, which is the capital of Odisha state, and they were founded by this great scholar or educationist called Achyuta Samanta, who is in the news once again because he was given the first ever Kautilya Award by the Indian Economic Association. Absolutely important. And one more thing which is very important for your upcoming competitive exams is, at the end of the session in Guntur, they also declared that the venue for the 2018 IEA annual conference. So, the 2018 IEA annual conference, that is, it is going to be the 101st conference, will be held in Magad University, which is in Bodh Gaya of Bihar state. So, all are very, very important points, particularly where was the 100th annual conference of Indian Economic Association held. Then the answer is Acharya Nagarjuna University in Guntur, Andhra Pradesh state. Next we will move to another big such kind of conference, which is in fact a mega event called Indian Science Congress. So, the 105th Indian Science Congress, which was supposed to be held in Osmania University in Hyderabad in January 2018, the venue has been shifted. So, the new venue is announced. So, the 105th Indian Science Congress will now be held in March 2018 in Manipur Central University, which is in Imphal. So, Imphal is the capital of this northeastern state called Manipur. So, Imphal will host the 105th Indian Science Congress in March 2018, and as I already said that actually originally this Indian Science Congress was supposed to or was scheduled to be held in Osmania University in Hyderabad, but it was the venue is shifted because of tensions in the Osmania University campus. The last such event, that is the 104th Indian Science Congress, was held in Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh state. So, all are very, very important for your exam. So, particularly from Osmania University, the venue has been shifted to which university? You will get this question, that is Manipur Central University in Imphal, which is the capital of Manipur. Next, we will go to Delhi Metro Magenta line. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi has inaugurated a section of the Delhi Metro Magenta line in Noida in December 2017. This Metro Magenta line will connect South Delhi to Noida, and at this inaugural event, Uttar Pradesh Governor Ram Nayak and Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath also participated in this metro rail inauguration event. And at this inauguration, Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister, said that he has appealed to the people to give up private transport and people should use public transport so that they can help environment or so that they can save environment. So, he has appealed to the people to evade private transport and go for public transport. And I will tell you another very interesting thing that happened in 2017. It is this Delhi Metro Magenta line is the third metro line that was inaugurated by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. In 2017 June, he has inaugurated Kochi Metro. Then in 2017 November, he inaugurated the Hyderabad Metro. And in 2017 December, he has inaugurated a section of this Delhi Metro Magenta line. So, three metros, Kochi, Hyderabad and Delhi, were inaugurated by the Prime Minister in just 1 year, that is in the year 2017. Finally, we will go to CEBR report, which has given very interesting finding about the Indian economy. We all know that Indian economy is rising, and this CEBR report said that Indian economy will become the 5th largest economy in the year 2018. First, I will tell you what is this CEBR. CEBR is an economics consultancy which is based in London, United Kingdom, and the CEBR stands for the Center for Economics and Business Research. So, the Center for Economics and Business Research, or simply CEBR, is headquartered in London, which is in United Kingdom, and it has published its latest or most recent report in the year 2017, in December 2017, and as per this report, CEBR said that India will overtake France and United Kingdom to become the 5th largest economy in the world in the year 2018. That means very soon. So, that means India is today the 7th largest economy in the world, and the size of India's economy is $2.4 trillion. $2.4 trillion. I will tell you, as per the latest International Monetary Fund's report, or according to the IMF, as on 2017, the 7 largest economies in the world are America, China, Japan, Germany, France, United Kingdom and India. So, America is the largest economy with $19.3 trillion, whereas Indian economy is the 7th largest with $2.4 trillion. And as per this CEBR report, India will soon overtake, or India will surpass even France and United Kingdom to leapfrog or to jump into the 5th position as the world's largest economy very soon, that is in the year 2018. So, big news for Indian economy. And another very interesting finding of this study is that China is today the 2nd largest economy in the world, and this country called China will overtake America as the world's largest economy by the year, or in the year 2032, as per this latest CEBR report, the Center for Economics and Business Research. So, big news is China will overtake even America as the world's largest economy in the year 2032, as per this CEBR latest report is concerned. So, questions will be, where is CEBR, or it is in London, expand CEBR, Center for Economics and Business Research, and as per this CEBR report, India will become, as far as numbers is concerned, which largest economy in the world in the year 2018. So, India will become the 5th largest economy in the world, or they can ask you simply, which is the largest economy in the world today? It is America, or which country will overtake America as the largest economy in the year 2032? It is going to be China. So, remember all these interesting findings and all these facts for your upcoming competitive exams. Thank you.